Welcome back, everybody. Today, we're going to be talking about Russell Brand, one of the biggest creeps in the right-wing space. He used to be absurdly popular, but dropped off significantly after allegations hit. I think he also got charges with said allegations, outright claiming rape, if I'm not mistaken. It was a big thing, so big that he went from pulling millions of views per video to just a few 100,000 views per video, which is nothing to scoff at. He's still very popular, but he's definitely at a fraction of his relevance after getting exposed as a predator. Now, he's always been creepy, he's always been weird, he's always been cringe, but I think everybody was unsurprised when it came out that he was a rapist or a sexual predator. Like, most people were like, really? How surprising. I don't think anybody expected more allegations to hit, though, or for him to be hit with full-on criminal charges again. That's right, folks. In the last couple days, it has come out that Russell Brand, who we just covered like a couple weeks ago on this topic, relevantly enough, has just been hit with additional charges. I believe for, he just got charged with rape once again. He just can't keep it in his pants, can he? I just can't tell you how unsurprised I am. He's such a massive creep. He's always been a massive creep, and I'm just so glad to see that his downfall is here. Like, Russell Brand is one of those figures who's just really gross. Like, he's always been very open. Like, he I guess the best way to refer to it is he's like a dirty, hippie weirdo, not too different from the Morbius guy, the guy who played Morbius. He comes off as the kind of dude who would have an island where he gets a bunch of barely legal female fans. Yeah, Jared Leto. He's got Jared Leto energy. He feels like he would sleep in a massive bed with like 50 women who are all like 18, 19 years old and all look up to him. You know what I mean? Like, he very much comes off as that kind of predatory dude. So the fact that he's now getting hit with charges again, not that surprising, but you better believe I'm excited to hear all the juicy details about this. So we got Lucas Beasley here, about to fill us in. I hope you guys are ready. He literally raped a 16-year-old? Yeah, it's not surprising. I have heard him complain frequently about trans people being predators. Do you think I would be surprised that it turned out he's a predator? Like, I can't outright say it and make the allegation publicly, but the second I hear someone claim that they think trans people are predators, internally, I immediately not just assume, I know that person is a pedophile. Like, the second I hear someone complain that they don't trust gay or trans people around kids, it's like, well, I no longer trust you around my kid. Not that I have one, but if I did, I would immediately know that you're a pedophile for saying that. It is the biggest self-report in the world. Every time someone claims they don't trust gay or trans people around kids, they end up being a pedo. If they haven't been proven one yet, they will be eventually.
Russell Brand has now been charged with more rape charges in the United Kingdom. I'll show you his response. This is a MAGA influencer, but kind of a combination of being a MAGA political pundit and a Crystal's.
The recording while driving is crazy, by the way. He's so clearly manic. He's recording with one hand, looking at his phone while he's recording, and driving with the other, and his hair's all, like, greasy and sweaty.
Ooh, smell this and you will see your late grandmother type commentary. So it's like wholeness, wholeness, what's the word? What is the word?
He does this like holistic, I think he's thinking of holistic, where it's like that alt medicine, alt psychology, alt philosophy, alt spiritualism, a lot of that kind of stuff. He leans a lot into the idea of being a hippie, but a Christian right-wing hippie.
I know what you're talking about. I can't think of it. Let me search it up.
And wellness. Wholesomeness and wellness. That's not holistic. Yeah. And then also MAGA punditry. Kind of a weird combination for sure. There's him with Don Jr. That's fun. And then in his past, he allegedly did some horrible things. We've talked in more specifics about these charges before, but there's more being added. Russell Brand has been charged with further sexual offenses including one count of rape. The Metropolitan Police have said the 50-year-old former entertainer has been charged with one count of rape and one of sexual assault of 2 further alleged victims. These charges are on top of the charges of 2 counts of rape, 1 of indecent assault, and 2 of sexual assault that he pleaded not guilty to in May this year. Serious allegations of sexual abuse were first reported as part of an investigation by the Channel 4 Dispatches program and the Sunday Times newspaper.
Like, it's always the guy... It should be really telling that there is a movement of people on the internet, and one of their core tenets, one of the things they demonize, is the Me Too movement. When a group of old men, like 40s and 50s men, are on the internet forming a male-dominated movement against Me Too and feminism, it should not surprise you when it turns out one of their key leaders, or many of their key leaders, but in this case one of, gets outed as a rapist. Like, why are you surprised? They literally made a movement centered around fighting against the movement that was centered around exposing rapists in positions of power. Are you really that surprised that this guy ended up being a rapist too? When he was part of the Stop Exposing Rapists movement, and that's how he got popular? Are we really that shocked?
And it goes on to explain more specific. Again, you can start past segments where we reviewed.
Shocking! Leader of the Stop Exposing Rapists movement gets exposed as a rapist. You know? Like, okay.
Some of that, and there's reasons to believe this is a strong case and some really disturbing stuff there. Now, one of the things, because the seriousness of this can be a bummer, that we have been, in a really dark sense, shocked by is his response videos when this news breaks. So when the initial charges came out, he did, and I'll remind you of in a second, this video at like a beach house, and he's like, look in my eyes, I'm not a rapist, am I? Come here, look at me! And then now this is his second response video. And this is from like a couple decades ago, I guess. And so he says, well, back then, I was a different man. So you can't charge me for what I did back then, because that was Russell 1.0. I'm Russell 2.0.
Listen, he was only 30 years old, okay? Like, he's grown since then.
Now. No, he denies it completely, to be clear, on the record, but...
Actually, I think he's in his, like, late 50s, getting into his 60s now, so he very well might have been, like, in his 40s, actually.
For some reason, he decides something so serious as being charged with more counts of rape that he should do it in a pink hat and snowing glasses, like snowboarding glasses, while he's driving.
Well, these glasses are like, they're a right-wing culture thing. I'm not sure if Luke Beasley doesn't know, but especially a few years back, these particular glasses got really popular with the alt-right, with like white nationalist types. Nick Fuentes kind of really did a lot to popularize them. So whenever you're trying to virtue signal to like the Grifter crowd, you gotta wear these glasses. Specifically, these glasses will signal you're one of them to the Grifter crowd.
In the car. So while you're being charged with one crime, you're committing another crime on camera. You're not allowed to film yourself while you're driving, because that's like being on your phone.
Most adored.
Well, yeah, obviously not everyone who wears those glasses is a Nazi. I'm just saying that, like, those glasses are, like, Nazis love them. They're like, part of the new aesthetic, the white boy summer aesthetic.
And beloved friends, season's greetings, and it's the season of Christ Jesus.
So you just had the glasses on so that you could take them off. Is that what we're doing here? Get out of the car, take your zany clothes off. No.
Stop recording while driving, for starters, you piece of shit. Like, unironically, he's recording and driving at the same time. Like, I hope somebody T-bones him.
No, I'm sorry, that was not.
Because if he doesn't get T-boned, he's gonna T-bone someone else.
I mean, like, take off the fun clothes, put on a suit. Don't have snowboarding glasses on. Sit in front of a camera indoors while you're not driving, and take this seriously.
Christ Jesus, Lord and Saviour, the coming of the light and the power. This is a time of great darkness. You're all aware of that. A time of confusion and dispute and conflict.
Why do right-wingers always do videos in their cars? Because there is a very low bar for success as a right-wing pundit. Like, you can literally get by and become a millionaire just recording, like, car rants, like, while driving. On the left, there isn't an equivalent to that, so it's just a right-wing thing. That right-wing people will watch anything as long as it's validating their positions, no matter how low the quality is. So you've got millionaire right-wing pundits whose entire career is ranting to their phone in their car while driving.
I've learned in my own life that attack can bring about grace. I'm so grateful for the opportunity that in my own life that I get to participate in change and transformation and growth and love. And I feel so blessed that I have the opportunity to atone for the many things over the years that I did wrong, and the opportunity to ensure that people understand the truth of my situation and scenario. Oh Lord, I ask that the people that see this video are able to pay attention to what's happened in the last couple of years when it comes to media, independent media.
So yeah, he's trying to claim that him getting charged once again with rape is all part of the silencing of alt media and the mainstream media trying to consolidate power. And right along with Luke Beasley, I am also rolling my eyes. What a great frame to pause on. Bro's eyes are rolling all the way back. He could not be rolling his eyes at what this guy just said any harder.
Politics, not only in the United States of America, but of course in my...
So he's framing this as he's being targeted because he's such a powerful independent media voice. When was the last time you heard us talk about Russell Brand?
Dude, being a left-wing pundit, it can be hard sometimes, because you gotta hear the most audacious shit getting bullshitted out of the bullshit mouths of the biggest bullshit artists you can imagine. But if you get too triggered, you'll get clipped. So you gotta breathe, you just gotta roll your eyes, and then you gotta approach it from a measured perspective. But trust me, none of us internally are measured when we hear this dumb shit. When we hear a rapist millionaire, woe is me, about how he's being oppressed. We all want to scream, okay? But me and Luke Beasley here just have to... and keep it to ourselves, you know what I mean? I'm there with him.
I mean,
we
covered him because he nearly had his entire shirt off during an interview with Candace Owens, and I thought that was funny. But, like, when are we going, oh no, Russell just blew the lid off of something. Oh no, Russell just exposed this or that, or he's changing our political dialogue.
The only thing Russell has ever exposed is his genitals to women who don't want to see it.
Never. What are you getting? Like a few 100,000 views on Rumble? Please. A whole conspiracy to fraudulently allege that you raped people, and a bunch of different allegations. All that is because you just became too powerful as an independent media voice on Rumble. 99% of Americans don't even know what Rumble is. Okay.
Yeah, this guy was not big on Rumble. The place where he was huge was Facebook and YouTube, so already, like, he was pulling magnitudes more views on YouTube and Facebook, so doesn't really ring too true that, like, what deep state is trying to silence him, mind you? Trump is in power. Fox News dominates mainstream media. Right-wing Fox News. Like, what is this left-wing establishment they're fighting against now? It doesn't exist anymore. They defeated it. Now they're shadowboxing. They've got no enemy to attack. The only reason the right succeeds is when they have an enemy to attack. The left is basically non-existent, is out of the ring now. They're just in the ring shadowboxing, and everyone's just like, what are you doing, man? Like, you won the fight. Now do something. And it's like, yeah, I am doing something. I'm fighting the left. It's like, the left left the ring an hour ago, dude. Like, do something now. You won the fight. Do something with it now. It's like, I am doing something. I'm fighting the left. That's what the right's doing right now.
That appears to be using bureaucracy increasingly to legitimize authority. I pray, Lord, that anyone that I've harmed or hurt in my years of mindlessness in sin would be healed, Lord. I pray for infinite light and wonderful healing for them. And I pray,
Can't go to prison for rape if you've preyed on it. We all know that.
Lord, for the absolute truth of who I am to be abundantly revealed, and who I've always been, Lord, who I've always been, because I am your creation. You are my master. I pray for comfort.
Hey, Russell, I thought this video was for us. If it's for God, the good
That's supposed
part
to be
is
personal.
he doesn't need the video.
Yeah, the recording your prayer thing is, very not in the spirit of prayer. Like, especially when you're praying about, like, personal things to God. Like, the whole recording it for the internet thing. Definitely not in the spirit.
You can just speak right to him. That's this beautiful thing we call prayer. And so, I don't know, this actually be kind of a good idea. Create a contact in your phone that's God, and then text videos of you praying to God. That'd actually probably be good. Not because it would, my point is then it would kind of force you to feel like you're doing something mechanical, recording your prayer, that you can go back and watch all of your videos praying. But my point is, I hate when people do this. They're like, all right, addressing the allegations. God, I know you love me so much, and I love you, and I am so rejoiceful in the power of your love, and please convince everyone that I didn't do these heinous things, because...
Would God's phone number just be 777-777-7777? You'd think it would be, right?
I do have to atone for my sins, but I didn't do any sins. So, do you get it? I was a bad guy, but I didn't do those bad guy things. I hope everyone knows that. God, I'm still talking to you. Tell everyone, in your almighty power, make sure you tell everyone else that I'm a good guy. Amen. Why is this on camera? What are we doing?
For all of those that are suffering, I pray for all those that are suffering, Lord.
So now we're just hoping for world peace. Address the allegations. We don't need a world of God, please help everyone that's suffering. He's working on it.
Dude, there's nothing more telling of guilt than when somebody has been exposed for something really bad and they just start virtue signaling about something tangentially related hard as fuck to change the subject and make themselves sound good. You know what I mean? Like, who remembers when Boogie2988 faked having cancer, and when he got confronted on it, his only defense was to do this whole bit about how, like, he hates cancer, so many friends and family have died of cancer, and it's horrible and evil, and like, they're like, dude, we're here because you're faking it for sympathy and money, like, it reminds me a bit of that. Like, he's doing this whole, I pray to God that everybody affected by this will have their lives made better. And he's doing it on video so everyone knows what a virtuous person he is, as he's getting not just accused, but charged for rape. It's very telling of his guilt. He's virtue signaling so hard, and he's got nothing to say in defense of himself.
He's working on it. There's a lot of suffering. He's chipping away.
We would be healed in the name of your Son, Jesus Christ, in this Christmas season. Hey, 26 is going to be big. Let Jesus Christ into your life. There are going to be...
Is this back at us, or is this at Jesus? Or God? You never said... okay.
Big, staged... I don't want to say battles. Trials is what I'm going to call them. Trials, but as it says in James, we consider it great joy when we face trials of any kind.
All right. Creepy.
Isn't it always the cringiest thing in the world when, like, bad things happen to a bad person, but that bad person is Christian, so they say, I'm just facing trials from God right now. And it's like, dog, if God exists, you're facing divine punishment before you've even died. Do you know how much God has to hate you to go out of their way to ruin your life before you've even died? To like, start delivering hell upon you in the living world? Like, do you know how much God has to hate you for that? Like, you're definitely not a Job, so yeah, he definitely hates you. This is not a test from God, Russell Brand. This is divine punishment, my friend. There's a lot more waiting.
Now remember,
later.
Who's driving the car? Because I keep seeing
him.
His hand come into frame, and he's holding
he's
his phone with
driving.
the other one, I assume. That's just magical.
It has to be him, right? Because look, his one hand is... You're right, he's driving with his knee. He's driving at different parts in this video with his knee. Hey, Russell, while you're addressing rape allegations, how about you don't accidentally kill somebody? Does that work for you? Does it work for you? Please do, as I show you this next video, click the subscribe button. Did I say that already? I don't know. I don't think I did. Please do click the...
In a few months, we're going to be covering the Russell Brand vehicular manslaughter charges. Very excited.
Subscribe button if you appreciate the fact that I never tried to exploit my spirituality to make you feel like I'm not guilty of something that I am guilty of.
True. I've never done that. Never used religion to get out of drama. So like the video and subscribe and comment down below. All those things help.
Also, click the subscribe button if you appreciate that I'm not guilty of. I don't know if he's guilty, actually, to be clear. Whoa, allegedly guilty.
True. Well, actually, no, I'm not too worried about Russell Brand suing anybody right now.
I don't know if he's guilty, but if you appreciate that I don't have to even make such response videos to such allegations, click the subscribe button. Here was his original one that he's had pinned to his profile. So if you go,
run
who's
a sex
Russell
cult, Zan? Listen, we don't talk about the sex cult. No.
All right, this is the first video you're gonna see. I'll just skip to the end because we watched it so many times.
Was a rapist. I've never...
Oh, I should probably give more context. I was a rapist. No, let's see.
I mean, there we go. That's all you need. He just admitted it. That's all we need.
Before I lived in the light of the Lord, I was a drug addict, a sex addict, and an imbecile. But what I never was a rapist. I've never engaged in non-consensual activity. I pray that you can see that by looking in my eyes. I want to thank all of you for your continuing...
Dude, I look in your eyes and all I see is the threat of rape, man. Do not tell me to look in your eyes to find your character, because I look in your eyes and I just see a sea of rape.
Support. I want to let you know that I'll...
So like I said last time, between the video where he's driving with snowboard glasses on and this video on the beach, whenever he says, cut to it, look in my eyes, do I look like a rapist? The whole world's answer is yes. If I had to do a sketch of what a rapist would look like, not that you are necessarily, we'll see how the case plays out, I would draw you. Russell Brand has...
Yeah, I mean, the whole look in my eyes, look in my eyes, do I look like a rapist to you, mate? Do I look like that to you? Yes! Yes, you do! You always have! Sea of rape is crazy. I mean, is that not what you witness when you look into his eyes? Because it's what I see. Anyway. Funny stuff. Luke Beasley did some good coverage on that. Really liked it. I'm glad to see Russell Brand facing some serious karma, because he's been a pervasive spreader of misinfo and awful conspiracy theories. This is really, really funny to see him face a serious downfall. Let's see how badly the second rape charges hit him, because he did not fare well after the first round. Let's see how this goes. That said, though, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like and a comment down below. Say justice in the comments if you watched all the way to the end. That'll be our code word, so I know you saw all the way to the end of the video. Liking and commenting also boosts my channel and videos in the algorithm, so I appreciate it a ton. Subscribe if you want to see more, and don't forget to join my fan Discord, as that is the main hub of my fan base and community. You don't want to miss anything? Or if you don't want to miss anything, make sure to join the Discord. Until next time, though, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a good one.